Hello, hello. I hope you are feeling magnificent today. At the end of last episode, I just landed on the prison planet. Raikadiphilia. Um, and yeah, we do not exactly know what is awaiting us,
I'll warn
so
you if I hear anything.
let's go
Over
ahead.
there.
What? Okay, there's a trap. Come in, escort. This is Captain Beccari. Escort, please come in. I thought he was talking to me. The pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapon. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saints tease. I thought you would never come. Abelard teaches riffraff to proper way of addressing her sovereign. Tell me about this planetoid. What happened here? I have no time for long-winded talks. Brief me on the situation ahead and do the concise. I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrich van Kellogg's. He's here, perhaps? Unless it's one of the prisoners or guards, then it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing else anyone could have used to reach this place. The only settlement on Raikadiphilia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and the domed quarries. The mines sulfur, serum dust and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, so it was prior to current events. Do we want to teach her a lesson though? Let's do it. Abelard glares at the woman, his brow furrowing. Officer, the person before you is Hans van Klobusenkopf van Valencius. Two Vans is very important. A rogue trader, although you are from what I guess a subject of another dynasty, you would do well to introduce yourself with the proper decorum. At once, sir. Captain Rachel Vicari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of the shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting His Lordship Van Valencius. What happened here? There has been a prison riot on the planetoid. Sadly, it is being led by the prison warden himself, the Honorable Anastasia Castiglia. He has allied himself with the rebel that he himself was supposed to watch and declared Raikadiphilia to be independent of the authority of the system's lawful governor. I came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honorable Eva Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale, rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. Sheesh, they also got quite the nice titles. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally so he could put an end to his lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead and I haven't been able to contact them over Vox for a very long time. Yvain, I hope that's correct. Abelard mutters, stroking his beard. One of his distant younger offsprings. Yes, that's as much as I know about him, which means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. Yvain Winterscale has made several diplomatic visits to Urek 5 on behalf of his father, rogue trader Caligos Winterscale. The great regent would not have granted entry to someone dishonorable, which means whatever happened in this terrible, malodorous place, we must aid this man of noble blood. The one himself is spearheading the riot. Why would young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? Is there anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Let's ask about the one. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Castiglia is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden he proclaimed that Raikadiphilia was now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects and that he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they are looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? She has a very good point there. It's a personal matter. Master Castiglia, the seditious warden, is Lord Yvain's childhood friend. When my lord heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, and he rushed here without delay in hopes to bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. She smiled faintly. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he's determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He has been gone for such a long time, and I really do not like this place. Theobald executed his wife and only son on the mere suspicion of treason against House Orselio. So why did the noble Yvain rush to save someone who had betrayed his house? Do bonds of friendship give one the right to make inexcusable mistakes? Is there anything else? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I do not know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guard mined the entrance so that the rebels could not get to the shuttle. The woman freezes for a moment before asking hesitantly, Your lordship, may I have a minute of your time? I wouldn't ever have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but this situation in any case, have you been to the capital, Rykard Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communications officer by the name of Jasper. What is your relationship to this man? I have not been to Rykard Minoris and know nothing of this officer's fate. Remain silent. I'm a rogue trader, not a messenger boy. I have more pressing matters at hand than indulging a young officer's curiosity. Let's ask about their relation. We are engaged, your lordship. I have not been. Let's just tell how it is. That's a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, lordship. She bows. You can tell the desperation in her eyes. She's exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off the planetoid as soon as possible. Another mutiny.
I go where the
We got a slash, I guess.
Never doubt me.
Okay, that was rather easy to disarm. This guard post has been vacant for a long time. There's a layer of dust on every surface. Man, this prison is in bad shape.
I feel my age when fighting alongside such young warriors.
Bro, you're literally our
Indeed.
strongest one.
While I have my navigator skills to call upon, you are, statistically speaking, far more likely to perish in battle. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong.
Nah, that's
The Emperor sets my path.
that's okay. That's pretty correct.
Cast your eye there. Let's proceed.
Let's try to do that without stepping in it this time.
I better myself through my service.
What is that? Prison Diary of Artie Shan, Part 1. Rock shit, why me? Why? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years, the inspector's writ got lost somewhere in the bowels of Planetary Administratum and why is lying there this whole time. But they made sure to remember to track on the fines every month. But the time they found the blasted paper and finally informed me the total sum was so obscene it would take 3 generations of my descendants. If I had any to pay it off, my fate was sealed. Trial, sentence, prison. All because of some draft rotter who shoved my paper in the wrong box. To be fair, I think I got off pretty easy. My bed in the barracks is about as hard as the slab rockcrete I've got at home. Working in the quarry is much tougher than my old job and the rules void take me. That old son that governs Rykard Minoris is a bloody sadist by compassion. It's a strange old place. I haven't been beaten once yet. The guards bark orders. Yeah, probably have to open it. The guards bark orders all the time, but they never hit us. They also got this kind of inner circle of special chosen prisoners, the Optimatum they call it. If you can get in, Emperor, as my witness, you get an actual day off. They let you out of your cell and into the yard by the big barracks. And I tell you what, they let you rest there and feed you better than whatever swill they are giving us in the canteen. They told me it is to improve our motivation and all that, to foster a stronger desire to reform and become a worthy servant of the Imperium once more. But I know it for what it is, just a club for the Warden's favorites. The same story as everywhere else. Suck up to the people in power and get some swanky perks. They say the whole thing was the Warden's idea. Funny man, our Warden. He looks more noble than nobility itself. Tall, groomed, teeth even, eyes burning, boast so polished you can see yourself when you move to lick him. But that nutter doesn't much want people licking his boots. He walks around looking like he's deep in thought. Alright, with only a couple of guards at his side. And he sometimes, if you can believe it, talks to prisoners. What's your name? He asks them all quiet like. Why work on them? Do you feel remorse? He never even yells at one. Never orders to have him flogged. Instead, he doles rewards out to the special ones. Keeps telling us things Like how we should strive to make society believe in us again. Whatever you say, Master One. Starting tomorrow, I'll be trying to join these optimates of yours. I'm stuck in here till the day I die, and that means no return to society for me. But with the Emperor's help, I might just join the ranks of the local elite. Sounds like they got
What
an
deeds
interesting
await us?
program running here, so to
Duty
speak.
prevails.
Let's have a look. What's that? A long string of names extend beneath the heading Top Quarry Walkers of the Cycle. I guess that's the favorites, basically. The reign of a meal, one far too lavish for even a high-foot, let alone a prisoner colony. Okay. Doesn't sound too bad of a place to be in. Scraps of typical prison food, repulsive to the senses. Venerable optimates, the best among us, Ulysses' Fatum names are barely legible. Okay.
More enemies to face judgment.
Cass is an officer and your
Bless
ship's
this
navigator.
day.
She strikes foes with
Brace
energies
yourself.
of the warp and supports the party by making her allies stronger. Voice of command is an officer's ability that increases an ally's characteristics for 1 round. Alright, we cannot replace our guys as we have been ambushed, so let's just take the first storm as is. Ouch. Nice one. Abelard, you're the man. Strike him all down.
Just a minor setback.
He just kicked me. How dare they kick me? Cassia, let me quickly check her skills. Voice of force an ally to fully push themselves, increasing their characteristic by plus 13 for a round. Bring it down, one flinch. Creature with enforced sales. Officer immediately grants an ally to an extra turn with action points equal to 2 and no movement points. If the ally is under the effect of voice of command and kills an enemy before the end of the officer's turn, the ally gains 1 time additional plus 8 momentum. Actually, let's try that out.
If only that were possible.
Out, no line of sight. Okay. I think if I move here, that should be possible though.
Me?
So give him that
If you
voice
insist,
of
Lord
command.
Captain.
Then we're gonna
I'm
give him
not
the
accustomed to
immediate
being
turn.
ordered around.
Then we should be able to attack
It will
that
be
fella.
done.
Wait, 2 times, but we do not have. Is any one of them a melee? I think all of them.
Indeed.
Okay, let's end his turn, and it should be hers again. A glimpse of fate. Target gains plus 30% increased hit chance on their next attack. That sounds pretty dope. Let's give that to Argenta actually. Sadly, besides that, she's mostly a back row character. I mean, she has her staff, which is probably effective against these prisoners, but I wouldn't want to throw her into the melee, I think. Let's do a little zabbity. Yeah.
On it.
Ah, crap. Didn't pay attention. I'm sorry, Abelard. Stuff just happens. You know.
Will do.
Let's give him the brace for impact. For warning. Some other skill was called brace for impact though, I think. Probably. I also found the flamethrower just as the end, at the end of the last mission, but I need to get a flamethrower. Wait. I have to train one character to be able to
God
use it
Emperor, move through me. Be
to
the fire in my
shorten
heart.
this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice. Let's
Faith
do another
without
running
deeds
gun.
is worthless.
How far do I want to proceed? Let's actually go full ham here. These guys are not too strong, so maybe I can even also just
As the Emperor
go full ham
commands,
here.
I act. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That was pretty good. 2 down. Oh yeah, she also has a new skill, Entrench. Okay, that doesn't help me right now.
High momentum.
Okay, Abelard. First I wanna rush in. I think I'm gonna take this one out because that one should be in range of the others also. Hopefully, I can get them in range of the others.
It will be done.
See, brace for impact. I knew one of the skills was called that. And also, let's give him the endure. In case he gets attacked, he shouldn't be taking any damage at all, basically. Oh, there's one more also. Grenadier Guard. I completely missed that one. But let's take the nimble prisoner first, maybe. Oh. Control shot. The soldier gives a sign that they are about to open fire. The soldier and the allies will automatically... Oh yeah, I almost forgot I took that. I actually think I will go for the Grenadier Guard. Because I might not be able to kill the other one anyhow. Or maybe I am. Oh, okay. Too late. I misclicked. Well, then let's do a run and gun and hope we might even be able to kill that fella. Oh my god, I cannot hit him. What have I done? What have I done? That was the worst movement. Okay, never mind. Next turn. Could you stop throwing grenades at me? Oh yeah, and what I almost forgot at the end of the last turn, I didn't check if they healed their injuries, but they did automatically on the ship, so you don't have to do anything for that. Like go to the Medicae or something. Yeah, let's just follow them, I guess. One shot officer will make an extra turn. No, that was one other skill. The Glimpse of Fate, I think.
If I may.
And
I'm
also,
afraid not.
okay, it's not in range. What was that? Little is there. All creatures in the cone in front of the Navigator suffer damage. Nah, I don't need that right now. I should be able use a skill on this one, right? If I can see him somehow. Yes.
But of course.
Goodbye, my friend. Have a good day. Oh, he's even unconscious. That is concerning. Now, okay, he's not in line of sight, so that wouldn't work. Don't even need to try. I think I might just be following that guy. It doesn't make much sense to give him space to maneuver.
I'll do it.
Just wanna kill him. Nice shot.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is imminent.
Oh, come on. How could he dodge that? My cleave does the same damage, right? Yes.
Indeed.
Wouldn't make much of a difference. Maybe I would have hit him, actually. Let's make him our sworn enemy after he was outrageous enough to dodge us 2 times. What the hey? He's dodging everything.
I have read tomes of
Oh,
military tactics.
I thought it was my commander. Can I
Isn't
actually
this a
do
job
that?
for the serfs?
Oh wow. That cone is huge. Holy hell. Didn't expect it to be that big.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And Idera should also be still able to see him, right? Oh, hold on, I got the new skill also, Ignite. I gave her Pyromancer skill, so she also is able to control fire
Anything
now.
else?
Let's see how that looks. Burn, baby, burn. Very nice.
Was that you? Or
But let's keep going, because I'm kind of annoyed by him running away right now.
doubt is for the weak.
Come on, Magenta. Ah, so close.
As the
So
Emperor
close.
commands, I act.
Can I see him from... No, I cannot. Holy hell. Sneaky little bugger.
I'll do
Let's
it.
take 26%. 26% is better than no percent. Nice. Besides the one that ran away, this was not too hard. Oh, holy hell. A lot of knives. What is this? Chainmail. Okay, okay. That's pretty nice, actually. And we also found our first grenade. I might want to give Abelard the chainmail, actually.
The sooner we start.
Let's see, there's still some more loot. Somewhere around... Oh yeah, I remember, it should have been here, right? Yeah. That was the initial reason why I went into that direction. 9 to 11, those knives are pretty powerful. If you take into account that the chainsword has like 15 to 17. Okay, maybe not that powerful. Maybe not that powerful. Let's actually have Abelard quick that chainmail. That looks pretty useful for him. Ooh, only 18% dodge. Well, it's the same with the chest plate, so I guess we're good.
Quiet. They're trying to tell me something.
Is there anything else in rooms? Cages have been placed in plain view of the beds. Inside, traces of blood. Bare beds from metal sheets, swing back and forth, rusty chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them won't
no
have
more.
a good time, basically.
You left the Novus Imperialis to serve the rogue trader. Do you ever regret it, Seneschal?
No, I do not regret it in the least. Serving in the Imperial Navy is a fine thing to do. But it was only under Lady Theodora that I truly felt the significance of what I was doing.
So we just found a prison guard key. Yeah, the diary. I mean, it's probably kind of interesting to know the backstory of the prison, but for sake of speeding this a little bit up, I'm not going to read it again. Because I felt like it's not adding anything in particular. My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. What? Were you guys drinking? Yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. Okay, these people are strange. Thanks this row, normal looking faces, we thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap to his smile drops his weapon and holds out his hands in a pellucid gesture. Please don't shoot us, your yellowbleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change, talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. I came across a void ship in the system belonging to your associate. They told me some interesting things about you and your planned escape. The man grunts, huffs, then makes up his mind. Well, now that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago, but they got tied up somewhere. Void Kraken's gullet with them. And in all this time we had to wait. This happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the sins wool over you. It is just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? Adira cracks her neck. Sure, no problem. You tell us a little lie, tomorrow you stick a torpedo on our side from the ship of yours. If it doesn't fall apart the moment our helmsman sneezes in its general direction. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The ones lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join in the festivities. So we had to, you know, play along. That is all it was. Play. We never meant to, no offense to Governor Medine, nor to the lawful authority of House Winterstate. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic, how novel. The lawbound speech is mottled with colors that conceal his true, darker hues. This old man has a long history of lies and he's using his wiles on us as well. But I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. Tell me more about the warden and riot so we can gain some more information if we choose to do so. Let's do that. Pa, why Soliatong talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honorable Master Castiglia was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch, and the chompers from the guards work again. But the new one, do you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners by the 9 devils. That's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quitted with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseer started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of best workers. And if someone made it on that list, also showed good behavior, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. Or that's how it first was. Then the warden decided it's the optimates nor the guards who should be in charge of punishment, and that wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when the goody two-shoes really start to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days we had maybe 5 of 10 stiffs kicking it a week. Now, we'll know we were lucky if it was only 50. And it wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castiglia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome, and I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like the optimates are saints who will behold the truth, and he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, you wouldn't recognize them. More beasts than men. They were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sob story, but I knew it from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Dira nods knowingly. The old cogger's right. Whenever noble starts giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. I mean, that with all due respect, your lordship. No offense intended. Okay, we know these are people from the other guys who spared. I mean, I'm considering killing them or not. I don't think I gain anything in particular from killing them, so let's just let them go. Just great. Now there's a true aristocrat, not that worn creep. No, then yellow noblesse. Where was I? If you are ever on Footfall Station, there's the district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who call it something else. Also on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters. There's a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. And in the bar, in the back room, a certain Rizza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Backwell says hello. You'll be her favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your noblesse. We'll be going now, if you don't mind. Heretical, you may go. Iconoclast, I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go tell my pilot that it is the Lord's captain ordered it to be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as a rogue trader. Ah, crap. The problem is I went for the dogmatic route. And I wanted to stick to it. But then again, I mean, I'm not down the road completely, so I could go Iconoclast. Let's do the Iconoclast. Ooh, thanks. We are most gratefully anomalous. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, but then smiles and leaves. He knows he just got screwed over. From one prison to the next, so to speak. Clump of dust, but no traces of weapons or gear. And they only had some crappy auto pistols. I don't know if I will ever be able to sell that gear that I'm collecting, or like do something more useful with it.
Favors me today.
Like, or scraping it down for parts or something. What do we have here? Medicae, gas cloud, grenade, diviner staff. Ah. Divination? Divination? Can she even use that? Hold on. I'm not sure if she's really divine enough for this staff. But it seems like... Oh, actually the staff gives us other skills. That is interesting. How can I look at those? Consign. Heroic Act Consign, Desperate Measure Consign. The wielder of the stuff gains the Consign ability. The ability is also available in its Heroic Act and Desperate Measure versions. But what does Consign do? Please tell me. Holy hell. Okay, let's just stay with the lightning because it's pretty good. Another one, a foe hammer, one-handed ranged weapon. Sheesh, looks pretty powerful. Oh, it's a shotgun, okay. Saturated K. When the wearer uses Endure, they immediately remove one of the effects on them in the following order. Burning, Poison, Bleed.
Onward.
We don't necessarily need that right now, hopefully, as we are not burning it. Let's open that up. Oh, an axe. The rest is pretty crappy stuff.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
What did I miss here, though? So they're just quickly getting these goods. I'm kind of concerned I might miss something interesting. Oh, it was the diary. Didn't I take that with me? Okay. My bad. I saw that I took that actually with me to the main level, to the main level, to the main level. Ah, let's go to the main level. I guess obviously the other entrances, yeah, would be this and this, I guess. Just by the regular layout. Oh, there we return to the void ship, so I guess it's
I dare
obviously
not
we have
provoke
to
the
go
whispers.
this direction. To the open pit. Every journey through the immaterial is fraught with deadly risk. That is quite the information
Let's
for us.
proceed.
The chosen ones, find one Castigia. Oh, there he is. I told you, Evie. She, wasn't it a she? Was it a he? I'm not, I think it was a he. I told you, Evie, they are hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. But Aurora, she's different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. If you just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? The man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He's clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping off of it. We have guests. Now then, Van Valencia's ship. I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It is most important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Such dreadful shades. Cassia recoils and covers her mouth. The colors of this place. They are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colors are oozing with madness, despair, pain, and doom. How do you know who I am? Who's on that table? Step away from the hostage. What madness have you wrought in this prison? Why did you mutilate these people? Who's around? Let's start with how do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there's only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once, he was a quiet one. One day he walked into a middle deck bar, threw one back and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same look in his eyes right now. Who is that on the table? My sincerest apologies. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Yvain Winterscale, the younger son of Caligus Winterscale in the flesh. You know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. A fleeting glance at Winterscale outstretched body is enough to turn your stomach. Torture to the very word makes you cringe in shameful horror. Your mind reels with the memories you have tried unsuccessfully to push to the back of your mind all these years. How dare you, contemptible peasant! For every drop of noble blood you spill, you will pay 100-fold more. Cashier turns to you for support with an expression that is in equal parts indignant and frightened. Abelard shakes his head somberly. That poor fool, I knew nothing good would come of his naive attempt to negotiate with heretics. However, Yvain appears to be still alive. If we make haste, we might yet save him. Having a sign of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly prove beneficial. Step away from the hostage at once. Hostage? How rude. Young Winterscale is my guest and dearest friend. He came here himself to visit his old acquaintance and have a heartfelt talk, and I am merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion. What madness have you wrought in this prison? Do you truly want to know? This was my garden, where I tried to grow the seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realized that there is no future, not in the sense ordinary people understand. We are too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak bodies, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that can scarcely see. It is also insignificant. The true future lies beyond real space, and the only way to reach it is through a cleansing sacrifice. Do you understand? Let's go with Aurora. Oh, so we have managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess designs without even knowing who she is? But it is too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly steers like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the prophetess Aurora name in vain. I desire a death enemy of the truth. The one raises his hand and the main people start thrashing about in their death throes. The time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to the Highbringer of Aurora. Let us foes see the truth or become awash in the blood.
Close ranks! I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Probably could have skipped that last sentence. Let's put her a little bit in the back row. Yeah, we definitely want her at least being able to shoot. Where is Abelard? Abelard is going very hard, like always, because he just smacks people. We got Idira and where is Hans? Hans, what are you doing? Get to the chopper, Hans. Okay. I mean, technically, if I hadn't put Abelard in front of us, I could have used this attack skill, but he's okay.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
It's okay. Let's just buff the hell out of him. And let's give Agenta a little shooting turn. Okay, those chances are really bad. Let's maybe just soften this one up.
I act.
And let's actually just do the entrench. And she's also done. Oh, there's even more of them. Didn't see these first.
My prescience has failed me.
Okay, I just realized this fight might not be that easy. Okay. Let me quickly think. Does Abelard get it? I don't think so. So let's try at least kill these off. The least they are, the better I feel. Let's give him the little buff thingy. I think that's almost it.
Will do.
Maybe do a little analyze on this one. Give him a few more stacks of exposure. Ooh, lucky. They are doing just way too much damage with the burst. Good job, Abelard. Good job, Abelard. My man. Let's make him our sworn enemy, even though it's kind of waste here. Probably would one smack that buddy anyhow.
I will do my duty.
But I want to get to the warden. I want to get to the warden and have a personal talk with him. Ah, crap, I can't do that. Also, can I just... Can I charge a single time? Oh, I can, I think. Okay, I misclicked. Never mind.
Your back and call.
We good. Okay, What the hell is that unholy lens? I didn't even see that before. Should I destroy that? Kind of scary. Oh, prisoner. Well, that one's pretty far away. That one also has a gun. I really dislike that fact. Let's try to start with the one in the corner. I think I can maybe do a control shot. Yeah. Oh, then I cannot use the run and gun, I think. Wasted one too much action point, but at least I one-shotted him, so that's a good thing. Okay, next attack costs one less action point. I hadn't had that in mind, so I can still shoot one more time. Question is, which one should it be? Do I just kill this one? Or do I try something lucky here? Maybe try to get a little bit lucky? No, sadly not. I mean, it was a good shot, but he's not dead. Which would have been outstanding. Let's actually move her aside a little bit, maybe to draw the fire into another direction. And not get all stacked on one tile.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I feel like she needs a better weapon. Which I hate to say, as she has a bolter, which should be sufficient for most stuff, but at the moment it seems kind of weakish. You know what, then just shoot again.
God Emperor, move through me! Be the fire in my heart!
There we go. So far, so good. Entrenching doesn't make anything really. Let's gain some momentum. Maybe I can do some funky stuff. I wish they would all be just attacking him. He's also very tanky. Actually...
Step aside. The Navigator is coming.
That's not that bad.
Me?
Thought something
You
like that.
insist, Lord Captain?
A little stare. Oh. I just realized I also hit the people on the table. That was not my intention.
If I may.
Oh, find sour. One friendly creature. An officer grants an ally an extra turn with full AP and MP. Ooh. Ooh.
I'll show
Hans?
you why navigators are feared.
Did you just... I agree. That should be feared. That is a very powerful ability. Number one. Number the... And did you look at me funny before? No, I'm gonna shoot the one, because these two are not really that dangerous. And as I just got this beautiful skill going, I will try to nail that last shot and make it worth it. Yes! Oh, I should have killed the lenses. I knew it! I knew it, I should have killed those lenses. Okay, well. Now we know what we gotta do. Is she fine?
That
She fine.
is foolishness.
I already has the voice of command, so let's just keep it on him. Indira, let's move over here.
I know what is to come.
And can I kill those without hurting myself? No. Then let's just maybe burn one of them to
But
the
of course.
ground
Be gone.
and try to get closer to those own unholy lenses, so we can
They
start
discern
smacking
the
them.
future on the battlefield. That is not my destiny.
Okay, if you say so. Let's buff Abelard just a tad bit more. And give him the exposed weakness thingy. But he's, like stated earlier, not really that dangerous.
A tactically sound approach. I took care of this one.
Is this lens destroyed though now? Or maybe I... Oh, hold on. Maybe I could have tried to attack the lens during this turn, someone. Let's just go till here, or to this point. Can I shoot the lens? Yes. Let's try that. Are we doing 12? I might be able to take it out. And I did. But I think he's already back, is he? Oh. Is he not? Okay, that's so far away, or was it? Oh, maybe not.
Crewmember.
Let's see, can Argenta actually attack that thing? No, not from here. But she should be capable
The
from
enemies
here,
of
right?
the Emperor will be undone. I'll do it.
Let's try to burst that down. Okay, the bot are really is not strong against that.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Cassia. Let's move her up a
Battlefields
little.
are always drowned in scarlet.
And let's do that nice little skill again. Oh, that crate might explode, I guess. And then maybe not.
Do not dare ask. I am a navigator, not a servitor.
There's quite some stacks of this spell on him.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh yeah, I forgot it has no movement points. Yeah, but I can use it to get a little bit closer to that fella.
Victory is imminent.
So I can actually get in range when it's Abelard's turn. Idira, I got something
There is
special
movement
in
in
mind
the
for you.
Empyrean. Will do.
Smack that, please. A lot of screaming for not too much damage, but I take it. Right, doing the heroic act on her certainly would not make much sense right now.
My place is at the fore.
We're gonna attack this one
It
and
will
then
be done.
perform the heroic act on this one, because his is really insane.
For von Valencius.
Because we
I
can
will do my duty.
smack him several times now.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
And one more. Just for good measure. Oh my god, he parried. And then again, that might not be that bad, as I haven't killed that unholy lens yet. If I think of it. Can I shoot it from here? Oh, I can. Then I shouldn't be moving at all. Oh, never mind. I forgot that you can do moves like that. Okay, that certainly was the turn, thanks to the reload.
Was that on purpose?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Over penetration, yeah, okay. We just witnessed that over penetration.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Maybe if I get another angle of fire, we can try that again without actually shooting ourselves.
I'll do it.
Yep, better. I will just take his attack for this turn. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Up, as expected. Actually, I'm just gonna skip Cashier, don't really need her. Just smack that lens, please. Oh, there's another one, I didn't see that. Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
Can I analyze the
I'm not
lens?
so sure.
Okay. That's worth a try. Yeah, I mean, if I kill him now, he will come back anyhow, so
Victory is imminent.
let's just make sure we are blocking him off from doing anything else. And otherwise, he's basically a one-shot anyhow. so let's just try to take this lens. Man, how is this less gun so much better than the bolter? I mean, we probably will also get stronger bolters, but as the bolter I am having right now.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
I like your spirit so much. Yeah. We also need to reload next turn first. Let's just do the entrench for fun. Don't see any mutual benefit by doing it, but...
Emperor, give me strength.
Can I hurt that lens? No. Okay. What is... Oh, a fire grenade. Does that hurt the lens? Well, I don't need it. I don't need it, so whatever. I wish I could get Abelard back at a little later turn, like making him just shortly skip. There we go. Is there another lens that I might have missed? Hopefully not. Now we good. We good.
Rejoice in battle.
Of course, I now could just try to shoot him in the back one time. But I might over-penetrate. Yeah, but I did over-penetrate, but I missed Abelard, so it's not a problem. Yeah, I just skip, and
At
hit.
your beck and call.
I said hit? Come on.
Indeed.
Disappointed.
I'd rather not.
Oh, hold on. I can do the controlled shot thing, and I cannot actually hit my friend up there, or anyone. Melt my friend. I do not believe we have been properly introduced. I do not believe that we have been properly introduced. Probably. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lip and his voice is barely audible, but even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. Yvain Winterscale of Coronos, greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visits Urek 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for those whose presence make the world a little brighter deserve no less. Lady Cassia, I presume, the sacred child of House Ocelio. How disgraceful it is that on the day we finally meet, I find myself not at my best. There is no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. The Lord Captain and I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstances. What have they done to you? Ah, the warden, my friend. I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Conserve your strength. You are wounded and need help. Wounded? I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. He's either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain. I must take my leave. I will see to it that assistance is provided to you and that you are escorted from here. I must take my leave. Your pilot will take you to Governor Medinay. Finish him off. I cannot be certain that you aren't infected by his corruption as your friend was. Accept your death. I don't want to anger the crazy child, so she's scary. She's very scary. I must take my leave. I will see to the... and that you are escorted from here. I guess we're gonna take that one. He's not giving it into oblivion.
A nice little stroll.
So, was that all, basically, on this planet? Well, we don't want to miss our well-deserved loot, obviously. That's definitely something we're gonna pick up here. And there was a lot of it. They do have regular less guns. Yeah, just wanted to check that quickly. Crewmember appears as ghastly. That's evident he was cared for after his mutilation. Okay. Yeah, all these axes. Oh, one had a sword. Hold on, is that? Oh, that's actually pretty good. I have to compare that to the chain sword afterwards quickly.
I'll warn you if I hear anything.
Thank you. Yeah, the stub revolver's also something I have to consider using at maybe. And again, I got a real shotgun, so...
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way. How can one find the right way without his light?
Oh, Medicaid? 95%. The evidence suggests that the victim was killed by poisonous gas. So I could heal him. Another melter charge, force grenades. Those force grenades look strange.
The future is never certain.
I think that is it, basically, for this station. It's not too gigantic. Was that here before? Can't even seem to be remembering.
Something ominous lurks
These
ahead.
dead people lying on the ground. But I guess we're good with the station now. Hopefully rescuing that winter scale sun is gonna benefit us in some way, shape or form at a later point. Rachel, how are you doing? Your lordship, the rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord. She anxiously pitches forward. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He is safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as a guest on my ship, so ready to shuttle. He's alive but badly wounded. Help my people get him to my ship. It will be done immediately. Thank you for letting me know, your lordship.
Blessed be the road that
I'm
we take.
such a fair ruler. Ah, Argenta, my dearest Argenta. I will turn you into a righteous fanatic. Oh, permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days I received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behaviors in the ship cogitators and servitators. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual or pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in trance. Click comes from the Vox channels, followed by the very sign. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitators' calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have grown used to all that, so our resident's ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspect the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of minds not completely eliminated or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Yanris Danrock would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. He's awaiting your audience on the bridge. Yeah, so... Why is there still a question mark? Maybe I missed something? I don't know. Oh yeah, I should have gone to the bridge probably before. But then again, well, this was the last stop in this very first sector, and we still need a TechSeer. And I guess that could help us with our ship's problem also. As the ship makes its way through the star system, a strange fatigue falls over you. Your eyelids grow heavy and the quill you have been using to draw up yet another order falls from your hand. You raise your head with a start. Someone else is here, in your study. You stand up and stare at the dozens upon dozens of corpses surrounding you. Among their numbers, you recognize the disfigured and bloodied faces of those who died on the ship's bridge and those you met in your previous life. How is this possible? Where are the enforcers posted to stand guard? It matters not. You are alone against a horde of heretics risen from the darkness to take your life. As if of its own accord, the shard lying on the edge of the desk, the sole remnant of Kunrad Volkvir's weapon, slips into your hand. The metal is searing cold. The deal that sway from side to side, closing in around you in a nightmarishly slow advance. Step back, or else kneel before the rogue trader. Your lives belong to me. Stop, I did not wish for any of you to die. Kneel before the rogue trader, definitely. All you hear is responses, unintelligible voices, whispers, moans, and derisive laughter. Anger ignites your chest, and you clutch the shard, which ravenously bites into your palm, which with its sharp edge. I don't think that was a good thing. An unbearably bright light floods everything around you, and you find yourself surrounded by groveling minions, their bodies shivering in your mere presence. Your hands no longer hold the pitiful shard, but a majestic, intricate weapon, a skillfully crafted sword with strange, unnerving proportions, a curved design and an unusual hilt, adorned with the image of a closed eye. The eyes open wide, revealing a gaze so ancient and dark that it steals your breath away. You have felt this gaze before, there on the bridge. The voice that appears in your mind only confirms your guess. The tapestry is woven, the path is chosen. Accept your fate, champion. Yes, master, I am the sword's master, not the servants. Remember that. Throw the demon blade away. Never! Your body refuses to obey your mind. The handle feels as if it has become one with your hands, and the gaze in the demonic eyes set your very soul ablaze. Resisting your fate is futile. You scream as you feel your soul burn away to ash. You awaken from the vision kneeling next to your desk, clothes drenched in sweat and with a sour taste on your tongue. Your head is ringing and you struggle to recall those faces and the image of the sword in your hands. Only the decup on your palm and the bloody shard lying on the floor remind you of what just transpired. You would rather die than touch that thing again, so you reach a shaking hand for your vox and call for a servitor. Now you just have to wait for the mindless automaton to arrive, pick up the cursed artifact and head for the nearest airlock to be claimed by the void. That cursed artifact. I feel like I'd be tainted by the warp. Okay, so I guess that is my captain quarters. I didn't went to them before I saw the prompt where I could go over here. It's basically the same quarter that the old captain possessed. And there's still some loot. Let's have a quick look. Was it? Oh, okay, I'm completely wrong here. Man, these maps are a little bit strange to read. What is that? Cracked data slate. The final transactions with the charters are complete. The Fury Reckoning is now fully equipped. The object has been loaded aboard with its containment and taken and placed in the forebay to ensure maximum contact with the target. Okay. I'm not sure what that message wants to tell us. But we're gonna take it with us. Unfinished letter. His charging is irrelevant. Volkvir mistakes cost me too much. Years of work, tremendous resources all wasted. He has failed at what he was supposed to be irreproachable at, uncovering spies, and this was a senior officer. I'm not about to discard him. Conrad has served me for too long for his removal to go painlessly for the Protectorate. Besides, he is no fool. He could not have seriously expected to become the next in the Van Valencia's line when his skills and talents as masters of whispers are so valuable. Let his disinheritance serve as a humiliating but instructive lesson from which he may yet learn. Okay, I'm still not sure what he might have done that the old lady Theodora disliked him that much at one point, but I like how they flesh out the background. There was one more thing marked. Where is it? Sometimes that stuff is so hard to find. I was standing right before... What? Okay. We're against an additional +1 resolve whenever they kill an enemy. And Van Valencia's cloak. While the wearer is at full wounds, they gain +5 to all characteristics. That's pretty good. Let us actually equip that cloak immediately. There we go. Also, I want to have a look at that sword. Abelard. 11 to 16, 12 to 14. Oh, but it costs more AP. Okay, but it's also applying the disturbed effect. Let's have a closer look. The most warriors prefer swords, where they provide more flexibility on the battlefield against close combat enemies. Okay, I guess that disturbed effect is something dark. So you also got Drukhari equipment and stuff like that. For some reasons he's able to use this sword, even though it seems to be of, well, Xenon heritage, or Xenos heritage, but I don't know yet. I think I'm gonna stick with the chainsword, just for more consistent damage. The wearer gains an additional +1 to resolve whenever they kill an enemy. Let's give her that for now. Even though I don't see her killing too many enemies herself. Maybe it doesn't make too much sense to give it to her. So, one of the dudes wanted to talk with me. I'm not sure which one it was. Something with D, not Victis. Dracanis or something like that. Let's see if you can find him. Master Helm, Reva. Is there anything? Remind me, who are you? You are a Void One, are you not? Do you know anything about the ship named the Fury Reckoning? I've heard the name, that much I'm sure, but I cannot recall the details. I wonder if it was part of the operation that the late Mord was put in charge of. If it wasn't, then there's nothing I can tell you, Lord Captain. The whole thing was kept under wraps. Your best chance would be to ask the High Factotum. Maybe some of his treasure records have mentions of the Fury Reckoning. Okay. There is Argenta.
Greetings.
Tell me about yourself, about me.
Me?
I'm the Emperor.
I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to tell about me? Gladly. There are none more faithful to the God Emperor than my sisters. We fight against his enemies by the will of the Holy Ecclesiarchy. I beg your pardon, rogue trader. Here I am talking about what every lesser noble in the Imperium knows. So what exactly are you interested in hearing about? It is. The Sisters of Battle are a fire lit by the God Emperor. They are the echo of his voice that travels through the dark expanses of the universe. We bring his wrath to heretics, mutants, and other enemies of humanity. We protect the faithful from the unholy and unhallowed. Sometimes with words, more often than not with a bolter.
I like that approach.
Even the novices of the Adeptus Sororitas are drawn from among the most worthy. Those who have taken the vows and become a full-fledged sister are the best of the best, tested by trials of body and spirit. Yes, there have been cases when a sister stumbled or showed weakness, but do not expect to hear a story of depravity or downfall from me. Each such occurrence is a great tragedy for us all. Light cannot bear the smallest speck of darkness within. And thus those who have trespassed or shown weakness of spirit are given a chance at redemption. They are called Sisters Repentia, and may the enemy tremble before her, for nothing can stop a sister of battle who yearns to be cleansed of fault and weakness. Wearing nothing but robes, no armor, eviscerator in hand, those sisters who have once faltered find repentance on the battlefield. Their lives are seldom long, but a death in the name of purgation is a better fate than to live with a shadow in one's soul.
I like how they put the Warhammer 40K lore in this.
Once I had completed my novitiate, I was sent to the Calixian branch of the Order of Our Martyred Lady, assigned to the Order's Pronatus. The Order's mission is vital and noble. The Sisters Pronatus protect great relics of the Imperium. We guard them, preserve them, escort them when they are brought onto the battlefield or presented for pilgrims to venerate. And we seek out the relics that have been lost. Neither a coven of heretics nor the most wicked death world can deter Sisters Pronatus when their goal is to return a piece of the great legacy of the Imperium into the hands of the faithful. The Order sent me to Footfall. My undertaking was to assist the local priesthood of Drusians in caring for a sacred reliquary that had been there since the time of Parson Mr. Wayne, the station's founder.
Sorry if I'm really interested in the Warhammer 40K lore because besides small brackets of like codex or armies I played back in the day, so I never really got too deep into it, and I know it's vast and actually pretty well fleshed out, and it's really interesting for me to get a little closer or in-depth look at some of the stuff.
None that I'm aware of, but the Sisterhood's orders are many, and can operate independently of one another, sending their sisters wherever their presence is needed as deemed by the ecclesiarchy. Perhaps somewhere in the Lord Inquisitors' retinue, may his path be blessed, my sisters perform their duty as we speak. I wish it were so. Even a single evening spent in joint prayer and training would bring me joy. Should any more arise, keeping them to yourself would be imprudent. It is a virtue to take an interest in holiness. I first came here when I found myself in need of passage from Footfall to a remote planet. But I imagine what interests you is not that first journey, but rather what brought me aboard prior to the pirate attack. That story is complicated. It just so happened that I made a mistake. In a moment of laxity, I was ambushed by the accursed followers of the archenemy. I was badly wounded. Lady Theodora came to my aid and brought me aboard her ship, while her crew attended to me in my weakened state. It all happened not too long ago. I'd barely recovered from my wounds when the pirates struck. Truly, the servants of evil know no rest. There is no place where we can be safe from their machinations. Sadly, they did not. Lady Theodora was in a hurry and chose not to stay on the planet. Her people took me to a ship while I was unconscious, and when I came to my senses, we were already flying away. How I pray to come face to face with those heretics once more, and it's bound to happen someday.
Wish you the very best of luck for that. You mentioned making a mistake.
It happens even to the best of us. My mistakes are my burden to bear. I'll find a way to atone for them. On one of the recently discovered planets in the Expanse, no one suspected that it had already been tainted by the filth of heresy. Had I known it beforehand, of course I would have been on my guard.
I like that. We could go to the planet and deal with the Chaos Worshippers.
The path to that planet was lost. All the knowledge is gone, along with the previous Navigator. It would take immense effort and resources to rediscover the route. The heir to the Von Valanci's Protectorate must have plenty of other issues to deal with right now. Perhaps later, when the skies above our heads have cleared.
Oh, I just wanted to slaughter some heretics.
I hadn't been here that long. Just one journey from Footfall, and the other journey, the majority of which I spent in the confines of the medbay. I can't tell you much about the first voyage. I was more focused on prayers and ruminations than on the people around me, or the journey itself.
Maybe we could have ordered exterminators on that planet. That would have been so cool.
During the last journey, Seneschal Viserion stood out for me. He came by several times to ask about my health. He's an honorable man and a loyal servant of the Imperium. I think he is as meticulous in his inspections of the logistics systems as he is in his inquiries about the health of the occasional sister of battle aboard the ship. But not all of Theodora's people have earned my trust. You know who I'm talking about. There is no place for Adira Tlas among the God Emperor's faithful. I'm surprised she wasn't in league with the pirates. And I'm equally surprised by how deep heresy and treason run in this place. I'm glad we all made it through that dark hour. May the day that follows be bright. As you wish.
What is that keeping you in my retinue?
This ship was targeted by heretical pirates, which means that my presence here and the assistance I provide to you are my sacred duty. Sooner or later, I will likely have to return to Footfall to protect its reliquary. But for now, I wish to remain a part of the Rogue Trader's crew.
And now we got actually 4 options of answering her. Like from very righteous to get the fuck out of my ship, but we're gonna take the Golden Throne approach.
So they shall.
The Golden Throne and slaughtering all heretics approach. Cassia, Uwe. Uwe has his tongue cut off, just like the rest of lesser servants. Okay. Quite the nice house you are living in, Uwe. Or UV? I don't know. Hard to say. Where's that dude that wants to talk with me? Holy hell. Bridge officer, bridge technoman, servitor, bridge technomat. Save other characters around. Doesn't seem like it. Let's maybe have a quick talk to him and maybe he helps me out again. Okay, no. I remember it was someone with a D in his name, and probably I got just somewhere a little quest for him. Let's suffer during the quickest rate. Be remediate on Rykat Minoris. The engine seer. Powerful and promise the rock trader might empower if he managed to become the new champion of chaos. Oh, I failed that quest. Sad. We're not gonna be the new champion of chaos. Oh, hold on. Lord Inquisitor Xavier is a powerful mysterious figure who plays a pivotal role in the fate. Okay. Ah, that's why probably there's still this question mark. So maybe I find something out about his whereabouts on this planet and just missed it. Let's begin the scan. And we got a little starport to land on. Obviously I'm gonna take all of them with me. In theory there's like several missions we can do here. Get more crew, get the TechSeer or engine seer, slay another mutiny. starport greets you with the din of ordnance and the smell of explosion tickles your nostrils. It is difficult to tell through the smoke who is firing at whom. Halt! Weapons on the ground or I am firing, Sergeant Mulga. A man in a torn and dirty uniform hobbles towards you from behind the chunks of rockcrete and crumpled plasteel. His cracked helmet is adorned with a crooked label that reads Sergeant Mulga. Alright, so our skies are in lockdown. The rebels are shooting down anything that flies, and you lot just happen to land in our rear without a scratch to show for it, and on a shuttle like that. Where did you get it? Stolen from the palace, isn't it? He's visibly awed by the resplendent gold of your transport. Grab him, lads. We've got ourselves a rebel landing force. Abelard turns battle. By the holy throne, what is this mess? They're in a rough spot, old man. Go easy on them. You must be mistaken. I'm the rogue trader of House Van Valensis. Abelard, enlighten this rebel about the proper manner of greeting the God Emperor chosen. I'm the rogue trader Van Valensis. Give me a status report this instant. How dare you, commoner? On your knees before I blow your brains off. With a mixture of awe and terror, he snaps to attention, raises his freshly cut chin like an exemplary soldier and barks, "My mistake, sir, at once. The starport is under the control of the governor's wards. Perimeter commander is Sergeant. A frag grenade explosion cuts off the rest of the sergeant word. Shrapnel flies everywhere with a piercing screech. One of the soldiers falls to the ground, clutching the remains of his forearm that is now adorned with crimson tatters. Blood is pouring out of the stump, and the soldier's agony is short-lived. The sergeant curses and hastily says an army prayer for the dead. With the rasp and cuff, the sergeant turns back to you. Pardon me, sir. Sergeant Les Malga reporting. My unit is holding the starport on the governor's orders. How may I serve? Some dirty dog nearly shut down my shuttle. What is going on here? Do you happen to know if a member of the Inquisition has come here? Ah, the word Inquisition. The sergeant's face fills with awe. I don't know, sir. There definitely haven't been any visitors like that on my watch. You might have to inquire at the headquarters, your lordship, sir. Some dirty dog nearly shut down my shuttle. Affirmative, your lordship, sir. It's all those damn rebels. Those maggots somehow got their hands on an anti-aircraft battery, and it's causing our shuttles no end of trouble. That thing really packs a punch. You're lucky they missed you. I've seen them fry 2 shuttles carrying reinforcements. Not a soul survived. What is going on here? Unrest, sir. Armed rebellion in both the capital and the provinces. First, the lower levels sparkled, then it went up the spires. They hit the Vox hubs, the arsenal, the mech train stations. Then Felek tore off his mask precisely because he knew about the trouble of Reichard Manois. He knew that none of our allies would come to our aid. You may continue, report, peasant. My unit was here when it all went to the Groxes. The tech priest linked to satellites reported sightings of strange void ships in the system. They were orbiting the star until one of them set course for landing on Reichard Majoris. The governor took precautionary measures in order to increase security at the key facilities. Everyone knows that whenever something's not right, you better double the warden details. The alarm was raised and we were sent to secure the starport. It's the only reason we were able to hold it. Unidentified war cellular, one of the unfed watching circle universe has landed on a large uninhabited world in the system. That could be the guy we're looking for. They are crushing us, these scumbags. It's been a whole turn since the last reinforcements came in. We are running low on ammo. Every other fighter is wounded. I do not know how bad it is in the streets, but they'll drive us out here any minute. Who are you anyway? What caused the rebellion? How can some pathetic rebellion be cause enough for such a lackluster welcoming ceremony in honor of the rogue trader's survival? This is an insult. You're done with fine work, my guy. And so are your troops. It is people like you that hold the Imperium together. I cannot leave you and your people without aid. Reinforcements will be sent from my ship. Let's first start with what caused making a little inquiry here. Ill thoughts, sir. We have fallen on hard times. The ground keeps shaking. Things keep exploding. The people are scared. They've forgotten all about their duty. That's when those Emperor Forgive Me preachers came. They started riling everyone up. Sure enough, we shot a few, but they just kept coming. More and more of them. I really want to do what is option 2 now. It is an insult because just it's so freaking funny. But I'm afraid I cannot do these 2 options then maybe, and you know, still want to stay a true servant to the Emperor, not just a self-loving asshole. I actually think this is probably the iconoclast answer, that the heretic one. Or maybe this is the iconoclast. I'm gonna take this one. I live to serve. I'm going to see the governor. If I may report, sir, as long as the rebels keep shooting the damned anti-aircraft battery, there's absolute no way to shuttle you to the governor. I would have to be on foot, and the streets are dangerous. I have no one to send with you as an escort. I assigned all the available troops to accompany the esteemed tech priest to the governor. I will voxcast orders to them to wait for you, and I'll inform headquarters. They better send out the convoy to meet you halfway. Meanwhile, we will follow the governor's orders and hold the line here. Indira frowns as her gaze grows distant as if she's looking through the sergeant. You are a good soldier, but you've got a lot of blood on your hands, both yours and others. You know the same hand that salutes now might falter in darkness. Rank and epaulettes won't save you from the bitterness. Pardon me, my lady, but I cannot get my head round those fancy words you were saying. I've seen plenty of blood, but trust me, I'll fight till my last drop. Is the pass air dangerous? What exactly waits me there? What tech priest? A very important person from the Adeptus Mechanicus arrived on the last shuttle before they locked down the sky. He kept on asking whether anyone by the name of Amaranth or Amanat or something like that had recently arrived. Barely answered any of your questions. Our questions. Tough. Said he was under no obligation to tell us anything. He demanded to talk to the governor personally, so I had to send a quarter of my troops with him to keep trouble at bay. It's a pass air dangerous. Sergeant sighs heavily. All of our roadblocks are gone. The whole place is in the rebels' hands. The city is almost lost, so no help will come. We are surrounded by rebels, and watch your steps, sir. The streets are chock full of mines. His remark about mankind lodges itself in your memory. More than anything, you will need to watch the ground and not your surroundings. You would rather risk a shot from a rebel or a jittery soldier than experience a few handful of lethal frag shrapnel resisting on top of some 300 grams of explosive. Fickling. You are a good soldier, Marga. I will see that your heroism is noted. You are a fool. The governor who is safe and sound in the rear has left you for dead, and here you are preaching about glory. A good fighter would have long since reclaimed the starport. Move out and attack, you cowardly knave. I mean, that probably sends them to their doom, but that's the route we are going, so... Horror fills the sergeant's eyes. Apologies, your lordship, sir. We will rectify that at once. Follow my lead, your lord. I'm giving you 2 minutes to reload and patch yourselves up. We are routing the rebels back. He roars his commands, organizing his troops for what is undoubtedly a suicidal offensive. Another explosion interrupts the sergeant's words. With a sigh of relief, he turns to his soldiers and spits out a booming series of commands. On your travel, you will hear many rumors. Those of them that are deserving of the rogue trader's attention are locked in a separate section of the journal. Sometimes rumors are just that, other times there is truth to them, and in some cases there may be even more. To verify it, rumor travel to place indicated in the rumor's description. While traversing the Corone's expanse as the rogue trader, you're bound to hear rumors regarding your own deeds and exploits, some of which reflect the reaction of the expanse denizens, citizens, to choose the two choices you have made. So maybe they noted that I'm sent those guys to their doom. According to the settler, one of the certainly neighbors has landed on a large uninhabited world in the system. Samuel has a powerful, mysterious figure who plays a pivotal role in the fate of the colony. His power is so great that it extends even over rogue traders. Ha! I don't like that. So, here we are, finally on the planet. Sent a few guys to their deaths already. Job well done. Let's quickly check for the loot. But actually I also would like to end this episode here, because I think... I'm not sure how long I'm playing already, again, to be fully honest, as the time sometimes just flies by playing this game. But I feel like it's a good point to cut out and, well, basically do the planet as the whole planet then at probably the next episode. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed. Hope to have you back for another one. And let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is my character an asshole? Is he righteous enough to serve the Holy Emperor? I would like to know that. Wish you the very best, and yeah, see you soon. Thanks for coming. Goodbye.